Samoa, Yababa, Nwake or Sompa television, and Sompa 93.1 FM, so and 98.9, 90.7 FM, so and then you may hear Bana Yadiaba Sumwe, and somebody I didn't am the Dosona, Naposo, and ye Mentemo Sibia Coso, El Mansutun to Krum, ya war as Antimantemo, and then I'm Sumanipa Miensa, Efrimu ya, and Penfu Pinuakasa, a day afahon, or Penny Isaac Adongo, a NDC Mraswe, Jenny, or one Raswe, Film, Emma this year, or Bogatanga Central Abaton Persia. So, what the Atuga said, Degeta Noa, Vice President, Edebono Safino, NDC for Beba, no more Ababe, and Papa Saint, near Walker Home Asemno, and a Yura Hassan Yarega, at the Atuga say, Mampedin and Adudanko Kufado, the one for a second of Friata, was also money the breath of Frono, Officer Mampedin and Adudanko Kufa, the Ghana Fajune, and a Edia Grossano. I was your way, and a full Pinuan, Yaki Kessiani, not any Secasia, maybe I will be an Ayumri, Yebana, Yede Ababe. Sumo mede ede na ya obo malibia bogabsia for enye bre na finsam no yenkomo ankasa emfa emamo ya de mo hyase de free man so tontukrum ya wo eye asantemantam mo absia na enra memene na ebeto dwase eye mentime wase bia sori ewo eye man so tontukrum abonten so wabra adehia won potem honomo ene asanko mines bambo anaso mo security for ede ebani a ekoko wiase no na chese nipa miensa and afomashiri wonum kwa ya abzanfo se no ka say bambo ewo eye man so tuntukrum ne mpotamo de yebeka ne se wonum ayiremu pa ne ba ne se ye no na opani Adams bona wabiri ye pa ewo bambo hunsensem de atuga se ne ekika kono de ho behia se eye community mining no a abai edi aba ene mining companies no a omo eye adwuma mpotamo honum no omo ebeye omo ntutuye na omo de ne ma papa egu akwam se beyo na ebenam so ema bambo hunsensem SCP sita nina se ene womo se womo ehu eye kai bia na ase na womo de asanko mines fo womo emhu niema abobo ho afemfam ho ena chese yese matwofu bia won potem ho no mo na chese womo titim eno ena kofa mentim wase ba ye wiase no na chese womo ede abani ema nipa miensa de se mo kasei womo afam ahwere wono nkwa womo epepra yeso no womo amomo so ede wono ababegu konforochi aban yasabia antutua esefata bia no a doctor for the apomdin adwuman for eye opani Adam bona ne nsemo a wode etudwa efa de yesi o manso tuntukrumo no yenko na yenkonkotie no.
Statistical Service indicates youth unemployment is such all-time high. It means that the young people who probably were in one employment or the other largely are unemployed now, and some who were in school have come to join the unemployment ladder. And so it means that every available space that they feel they can make some money out of, they can make each out a living out of, they are likely to attempt to grab it. But that is not to say that the current government has been reckless when it comes to mining and mining activities in this country. We have a Mining Act of Ghana. We have which indicates that mining resources belong to the people of Ghana that have been vested in the hands of in the trust of the president.
Private security personnel.
But unfortunately, they decided to set up what is called community mining. I'm not too sure what community mining is vis-a-vis small-scale mining. And so this is where the clash is coming from. And so the youth and probably the opinion leaders and the traditional leaders in this area feel entitled. And so mine is that even though the law does not support their position, who has made it that possible? It is the current government. Because then how do you set up community mining? And so, for instance, if we go to the Western region, then the Westerners also say that the oil that we have discovered, we own it. And so we are going to go up there and probably invade the area. I think this is where the issue is. And so as far as I'm concerned, there has to be, some way of resolving this using dialogue. Because at the moment, 3 people are dead and invested. Who might want to come and invest in our mining resource area in this country? We'll be watching. They will not want to come in. And we know what is happening to us economically. And so as far as I'm concerned, how they deal with this particular Asanko, mining brouhaha would lead us to probably growing our mining sector sector, or we are going to have all mining areas getting invaded by young people because they would ask for a community mining license to be given to them. So I'm not too sure whose idea this was, because this community mining is largely polished galamsey. Community mining, let's say the way it is just polished galamsey, because then we have small-scale mining that is captured vividly. As far as I'm concerned, it's up to government, because at the end of the day, that is worrying, but how does government see that? Because at the moment, the mining concession that has been invaded, they need some piece of mind to mine. We need to collect taxes from them. So if their concession is invaded, government cannot look on for the concession to be invaded. The people also claim that this land belongs to them. And we all know what the law says when it comes to mining and other natural resources in Ghana once it is found on your land. And so mine is that we seem to be toying with this whole thing, and it's going to probably be, thrown back into our face like rotten egg. And so I think government should sit with them, dialogue. Our government should not just give in and say that part of this mining concession must be ceded and given to these people. It has to be done with the owners of the mining concession. If they are willing, maybe. If not, we have to find a way to resolve it.
I was on phone to way a penny Adams Bona and yeten in Kewopia wapidi ye pa or bumbo wasemo and the sea or mansutun to criminal and potamono na odinsusie eba ede afahonom. Yen to us na informon call amanyo semo ora Isaac Adongo ende semraswege ni wo mraswege fiem ema desia wo Bogatanga Central Abaton Pesuaso na okomraswege fiem so a abejoku a edwendwero mayi sika 7 no ntoto ehu no Kosibu Nebeka ne so a ranking member also. What you to say digita niamanoa Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bamia what they born ho safohene sa say wa ya de bi ma da no wo ka kire ni pray nye premfa say so don for ya dom na fia bato no and this amanyuko edi nkunimu a digita no and this amanyuko be ba no ma ba be ye ni ye aye ne papa senior Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bamia what they born ho safohene say wa ye no we yamra na ekasa wo dwumedie bi ekoso our University for Professional Studies UPSA our Krapompedamantemo and Okwase bia or the Sansemi Etuja.
You yourself, you didn't learn it, you only learned it on Yahoo. So how are you going to be an expert doing digitalization? Ladies and gentlemen, what Bawumia is calling digitalization is the implementation of stand-alone systems improvement tools, things. And many individual things, and forcing us into a conversation of mediocrity. When His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will roll out a very comprehensive, interrelated digitalization program, and we will show Dr. Bawumia what digitalization is about. Sorry, but suddenly some ghosts are collecting bribes there. Where he was caught. You said John Dramani Mahama did not digitalize. He was using manual, rudimentary systems, and you have come to digitalize. If you have digitalized, shouldn't you be better than John Mahama in corruption perception? Your best, 43, in John Mahama's worst, 43. After 7 years. After 7 years, your worst on corruption.
We ayo penny Isaac Adongo waye NDC mraswege ni wo mraswege fima desia ho Bogatanga Central Abaton Pesuaso and dwumadi kese ekoso ko from say coalition for restoration and idis adwuma we our University of Professional Studies Accra and okoye de sanseme ekotudwa yeto aso opani asana yarga penny kwanche for that All People's Congress APC amanyuku na no na odi atudwa se na no ada Mampenina na dudanko kufa de betu gase egane spa no wabom atete beni biagu emenei odi nipa ni bi ma ba be hyehye na be ma ye reshuffle yesa so kokote ye se de wo fa second free ata we ni free onomo se so afo sika 7 no ntoto ye so a wasa so abo de brefofro de amano no oso de office be bi o man na ba bedru sese no eye agudie bi na Mampenina na dudanko kufa do wo de Ghana fo adwene edi sa na wo de office de wa ye ne de mfaso bia ni so opani asana yare gadi sansemi to jawabra na nsemtwefo ebusa ne nsusuye ene nadwene edifa na no reshuffle mampeni na nadodan kwakufa do ye no ene wo che sekeno firi ata ne wo fa ase no a aso fi so yi ni firi abani mu a enye ya na no ado yi ni firi honum se eye osofo sikase no ne ntoto so a wasa so akwakobo di brefo di amano no asesese no yenya finance minister wono no behwa buruchire asem so ane yasa so nya finance minister wono no ebehwe se bi echesefie die so ebasa na emwa bia openi asan ayarega.
What do you think it is? Do you think it's a demotion or a promotion from the finance ministry when people were crying that the finance minister has performed and West finance minister Ghana has ever had and been promoted again to go and hold the bigger position than the finance ministry, the position that is at top of the finance ministry that supervises the finance as the position that has been given to Mr. Honorable Ken Ofori. So I would say they are playing with the minds of the few people. The president was there when even his own members of parliament, over 80% of them called for the resignation of the finance minister. The president did not listen to them. Why now the change? Why do you think the president is doing reshuffle at this hour? Because there are two reasons. One is to cover up their mess that they have done, that any government who can will not investigate and see what they at that time have done. So they pushed the innocent one, an incompetent innocent one who has said, jubilee. Hallelujah. I'm the only northerner who has become the first finance minister. Go and occupy that position and mess it up. So that tomorrow they will mention your name as you are the one who have messed the whole thing up. The reshuffle is a reshuffle of incompetent people, leadership, not reshuffling of incompetent people. Who are those competent in the arms of affairs that are doing? What is he going to bring at this hour, the election year? What is the reshuffling of President Akufo-Addo going to achieve when he has not achieved over 7 years, 4 months? What do you think he's going to achieve? So this reshuffle was not necessary. You have not reshuffled for 7 years, 4 months, and you are reshuffling for the last 10 months. I find it very difficult to understand that the president is looking for a reshuffle to actually change the economy and bring the economy on board. The economy is already messed up. The economy is already destroyed. The economy has been destroyed so many years back.
Observe way ayo penny asana yarega awanyuku friend say all people's congress eyene dia ye kofa by ena yete denken afeyanto aso ne enfom nkodum so ana hone ne ho nsensem be na watwe mienu na watwe miense ne de ade hye wa sentiment say ehuna mane pa ene makoyeni a enya asem ketu ankane ase gina so ase edum ase bonani o sheda ehuni ekọ bia enam so ma sentiment so afoye Simon Osemensa nano fiada ene ne yawada so one omayire yadubo achidi nkomode tu dwa so no de ade obeye ene sese grid ko ni ECG for amesi bibi amfa nkyere no amwantima nka bibi ankyere de hye wa sentiment say no a odi wonom so no a ebritie wa mu ne ade hye nyina beti asimontere so na ye kyere waye ede etia grid ko ene ECG ne VR impedimfo ene am so opani kojo poku a wabene ye pa e wa wonene e wonsensem de atodwa se American power plant no a ebeto dwa se omatebri ede afri aboaze ede abesi nyina hina bonten so no na esi wono ma na nya adwuma bia yate se osoafo we ahonene ya wonsensem so ye ramati opoku prempe ahye se enene kire ya omo entwe jantum na enya adwuma mfiri kumase se beye na enkane ahonsensem ebetimi ejane na so asante emantamase ode sansami tuja memenda no pa dwumedi a ye die Ghana fapem dwumedi so ena kodwopoku ye ne di nkoma a ode sansami atudwa se abroso a na otwemienu na otwemiense chide na American power plant no ahyase eye adwuma efri eye kumase a ebeboa makane ahonsensem dum so a ekoso kumase no eto atwakra.
The Ebekoso in the coming weeks, maybe by 15th or by the 20th of March, Minister Amma instructions to VRA say American plants na almost about the sea Ashanti region in the Guinea area almost share no kejantum nenichineya. And no is about 138. Let's call it 150 megawatts.
Okay.
150 megawatts will be generated in the Ashanti region area to supply the middle belt of the country. Now, a giant problems now, ebano. Now, both electrical and mechanical. And when make us say yɛde Ameri aba Ashanti region a yɛde twagya atum in the next 2 weeks no ebia obekɔkɔ twagya atum no na problems baako mmienu bi yɛ funny teething problems but ɛno no ɛbɔ ne yɛbɛhyɛ nkɔfoɔ sɛ bibia ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ saa power sector no mu no ɛnyɛ boapayɔ anaasɛ obi ayi n'ani anaasɛ sikani hɔ a yɛde bɛhwɛ ɛma asanteman kanea aba so ɛnyɛ no korɛ da yɛbɛsrɛ mpanimfoɔ mu tie ne nnuanom mu tie sɛ meyɛ asanteni trodo for the past 6 weeks sɛ yɛadɛ sɛ yɛbɛyie ɛnyina yɛba bɛsom next week eyi wɔ hɔ yɛbɛba nti Kumasi deɛ ɛyɛ no bi no yɛ na yɛ ntinti a wɔ nti ni bi ɛkɔ so wɔ asantena mu nti yɛsrɛ ɔmo yɛtiefoɔ ne ɔmo tie wɔ no pɛyi sɛ ɛnyɛ boapayɔ mpanimfoɔ ɛne gu so dendenden a yɛhwɛ ama saa stable and reliable power no yɛtumi anya saa ɛwɔ asantena mu.
Abzanfo Penny Kojo Poku Ayobi a wabene ye pa ewo ahonene ho nsensem na no Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ne manifesto committee a wode ebetu dwa no okọ eye energy subcommittee no a wono ene ye chairman da no na ode sansemi eto yenim no yento aso na yemfamo enko national chief imam na tena ye Alhaji Sheikh Nuhu Sherebutu na tena ye betu dwa se emrase wejafo nya akwakoji game no atumu a ifri ne kowa se bi bedi turumu anase oba odo nsa beko eskeshi wo yonko ba ya ase no na gese watomra anase wa be wagire se wo begira bonten no aba bebo hu dawuro ena turumu ena lesbianism ni ade no ososo watomra emra ena obedi emamra na udi na otutwi a na okọ akodam wanemu anfie miensa ne mfie no de obekọ na achese odo ahoden akọ adwuma de aboga na ban se binom de nsusu e ba se samra ne yemra bi a emwa ema manfo ne amansan efa hodie ne omo yeyo entumpono ntebe ya mampani na nado danko akufo de hwe no amfane nsa anhyase national chief imam de atudwa se omoni agye pa se gada mrase wejafo enya sa kokudro no ekɔhye mra no mo hwe ne mo se mampani na nado danko akufo de sa kokudro no a mrase wejafo ne nya ye no wono so ebenya bie saa na ode ne nsa hyase na ababe mra ne kasamafo eye Sheikh Arimiya Saibu na ode sansemi atudwa.
I can say without any equivocation that the Chief Imam is gleefully joyful about the passing of this bill because he has been fully briefed about what we are going to do respect to the involvement of this LGBT phenomenon in our country and the attempt to really universalize it and make it something normal and something acceptable in our, and somebody who is the leader of the Muslims in this country, he could not actually give any support to matter to be allowed because for us it's a moral issue. It's something that also goes to the very heart of the protection of the family which in the Muslim understanding of things is the property of God. It is the smallest unit of society into which every single human being is born. A family, to form the family, you need a man and a woman to come together. They give birth to children. And so the progeny and generations that are come are all formulated and all protected and nurtured within the context of family. So within the Islamic perspective, as for the Chief Imam, any practice that seeks to undermine the survival of the family must truly be condemned. For us, it is reprehensible, abominable, and objectionable. So Chief Imam is so happy because he has already given his word to his right honorable Speaker of Parliament, Alban Babin, when he visited him in his house. He told him that he must use his leadership to ensure that anti-gay bill must be passed and through his words. And so we are happy. The issue we are dealing with, I think, contextualize this discussion very well. We are not talking about the human right of the violation of somebody's human right, but that we are talking about something that threatens the very survival of society. And any law, and laws are made for people. Democracy is human-centered. It is for the benefit and the survival of society that we enact democracy and our laws. So any law that is put in place or any principle of democracy that undermines the very survival and purity of the family, that is why it should not be viewed one as just a mere academic exercise. Indeed, it's not an academic issue.
Abzanfonti we national chief imam ne kasama for Sheikh Arimiya Saibu ena yete no enken yemfomo ento asonko bambo mu opening pa odo ne ekire asantemantamase a sese asantemantamase post yatena no o ma chichimbe miensa osenan nti ye wo Ashanti North Regional Police Command ye no ewo mampon na opening oda no ACP Prince Jude Kobna or de atuga says a posifo ebekuta bambum normal agere bambum normal emia bambum normal totie bambum semuya na adisia wo manimu no ya soso ye bawunum de normal to kese ya so ma sirimu aboa na si ye jawo mu se wo mu na ye o madwuma nti o mu nkonko ye o ma de a ebasa ye bamba ho nsensem no enya de BCP esita papa eri sansem to jawabra na omo eya kwankogya som de ama Nkawie Divisional Police Commander na Odesan Semi etu eye eja.
I done it. That's what I encourage any divisional police command. I see. Essence, a woman in about for you. So I was Elmodimbo and a number to my own preference. So I agree. Sir, I did say, now I put a ACP cabinet. You know what I'm saying for? Ne Akuma Divisional Police Command. And the Asada, PSA, Evan and Nanum, and Timamufua, a war at the moment.
Observe to ACP Prince Jude Kobna and at Yetin and Kabzia for say or Nunum and Yankawi Divisional Police Commander and as I say the promotion yaba and Okakoye Ashanti North Regional Police Commander na chese if you mampong de konim potemon mu nyina no eno no ababe region baako a Ghana Police Service wo matie into no ene kwakoda no se Regional Police Commander na ninua oba be sinanem Chief Supu Vitus na pen wono so edin semsei atudwa odwumade na se
that he has done. Having listened to him briefly in this day, it demonstrates the quality of relations between Nananum assemblymen and all stakeholders in security. I'm so grateful to him. My presence here is not to destroy this quality of work that has been done, but to continue and add value to it. I pray to Nananum, all stakeholders in security and development, the support that you gave to ACP Jude Kobna that made him outstanding in Nachuma. I pray for this same support. And Nananum, all stakeholders should grant me this support so that I would lead the security in this division. Nothing is changed. It is only the command structure head that has been changed. The policemen are still here. All police institutions are still intact.
Observe police commander for Woba and yete no enken na no chiri na abankrache penny owo atwema enwa bieja ene ne mpotamo honorable Michael Amwuku esoso ebo ACP Prince Jude Kobna baso ye pa esro twedi ampo yankrompon se bebia yato no post mu de na akwaduro no osom papa ode besoma de hye won kawe ne mpotamo no wonkoto aso na onye ne saa
the planning so no se say abe ahogwaho amaye nyina na me bompaye na ni saa na obi bia ha bia nso mpaye tete se ebe hu obi no na owonim ewonim pa na ye dia ha nyina nso ye so ye dia ahogwaho ye ho o telephone number na wa me mpaye enti se me twi frɛ me fa phone na me frɛ si open na me frɛ agipia na ade a so mbo enti akra ye bompa ma wo Minister, or one so edu ebitwa na odo akwakutu. O kono nso no se de oye odwuma no ye mo nkra nso na samro so na ompanimfo a ye hu omodembo to omoto enuyo e ba sa ye de ohanso ye so ye ni be say ye no ensign.
Amzafonti we aya bankrache penny ono so won kawie honorable Michael Amwuku na yetene nke na to aso hene esoso ekodwumade na se a ono so e de kakra se yi esoso
akɔyɛ regional commander na bi man so ni bi next time be here na yɛ si bi away na ta je na mpanyinfoɔ yɛn so obi aba bɛso me amana adwuma akɔyɛ ni ma emia na so ɔba na ɔne said the Napachi, Michelle, Bonus, Malan Beta, and Chi, near Buano, near Manajuma, I am ready, and Jonoso, Oman Hokai, Nananum, M1. The head, my dear, so that this MC canon, do I think, balancing for no any agree, our own person would yes, I see 3 and 7. Police for no boy, there's a woman who want Yoko, I want you, Nanodia. Then any Atanachi, Nedman, so I am Brabano. Yet ever buono, a be I feel quite to Amano. Sana Lumus, Sana Minianum, Nanum, Nasu, a be my him tree, a quiet Amano. Said you man, we are dear, or 1 million tintia, a wine tree. Now, yet try to agree. I'm penny for a buy, here from what uncle, and the uncle said, down for more quiet. Nah, Yajina.
Until we a dwumadi ekɔ so ɛwɔ nkawie ne mpɔtamu ɛna yɛkɔfa yɛyɛnto asoi na police officer baako a ɔwɔ hafo no southwest abaton pɛsua so Sergeant Prince Opoku ate ekuo bi a ɛnhyɛ aban sɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ Boafo Foundation na ɔde ɛyɛ nneɛma a ɛbɛboa ma de kyerɛ ne adesua akɔnkane akɔakɔkyɛ nkwala a wɔn ɛwɔ Asarekwa Islamic Basic School and Brakwa Presbyterian Junior High School. Ningina yese beye na inhumasua ho nsensem ebetumpon na Sergeant Prince Opoku echichiri musentia otu eyesa anamon we.
Nsɛm na wo bi di bo onwe bia na yɛtena nko kichwa no bi nso pe nim sɛ de nwoma ho nsɛm no ɛtɔ ne bia esitie ɛnyɛ me bi ho ana sɛ akade bi ho na wo pɛ na wunya ɛyɛ na yɛ asefem ɛnu ti mi dia sima dum sɛ be bibia mekɔ no school for teacher wa mo no ma fam de bia mɛyɛ na me so matimi ɛde apagya wo mo amomodwum pempe so bi no mɛyɛ sɛ bi ye kakra bi a menya no yebetimi ama yɛ ni di aba wo mabra abo mo na mo so atimi asua ade akɔnkae no mɛyɛ na me de aboa wo enti na da dwumadi ba bɛka makoma sɛ minti da foundation no na me fa mo a school for ɛma wo mo mpuntu wo mo pen ana sɛ yɛ pen wo my Ghana mo no atumi abem de ba bɛka ho this year no ɛne sɛ kunani bi kitama miɛnsa kitama enumukunu afiri magya no asentina mu ayɛ den ne sɛ ɛtumi de da adwumadi no ɛboa school for no school mu ɛtumi totɔ nneɛma ma akɔmi no wɔ school mu a wɔ ma sika a sɛ nkama me ne de tɔ books no anaasɛ akadeɛ no school mu a wɔ mu no akora ma me bɛtumi akipi da sika no na akora ne bɛfie a ɔtumi deɛ no nso akisɛ de akɔbi ama wɔn enti na deɛ kunafo deɛ no ba bɛka ho this year no
Amzafo nti we ye Sergeant Prince Opoku ena yete nenken yere kase na kwa kowie oyoko ya wo eye epoemantemu new dwabi abaton peso so yate se akwala bi a wadi mfie be nwotwe ATS ye friend se ma kosu ena yese emrantie bi kokokire no se wo ma kidnap no se enkomene ne kwakọ nyankuma de so mo kwakọ ne de kese emunsema kwakọ prekese ne si wantan a odwene ho a wonte ase na adomfo bi na yi aposifo a womo ewo oyoko ne mpotema sutre ema mututu amerika ko yese da motobi a ewo mpotema no mokoto sa akwala no wo hye ho no a womo amantam ne se bronya akoko a wodagya ho a eja tempara so no womo esane homa ne tete na no a womo echese bode wura na busua ne maamene ne papa eba befa no na akoda ya wadi mfie nwotwe ne papa owura Paulo echekere nsemu sei ede echeye mra omo ekohu ne ba no ne ya chechire no ya mantam no achechire na no ne nsa na odada moto no mu a kese se ne hwan na aye ne sa se hwan na aye ne sa o chechi nsemu sei de kire
ba ne mako no wanya mfie nwotwe okọ Roman Catholic school wo P2 class 2 na am say eye enra anopa be no num ne fa ana me de eja me sore be kra me yere se me ko haba mu aba tu haba mu abo be no nwotwe ekọ no nwotwe ne fa pe ene me nya akọ se asemu a asiwo eye mi frifie no de asiwo machinie ani se me ba mako akose esensu a wo jare ma me esensu ama na wo jare ana ma me so ye dokono ti wo kototo dokono no ne ma aba o ma me ko ya pe ni pa bonifuo bi di mas ahye o manim abeki akwala ne situ tuo e ofie se o me enkwakwaran ye so nkwa mo som di tuo no bebo no makwala no o mledi akwaran de no be share ka mo chichire akwaran o de solitape atari akwaran no esa chichire akwaran ne sa ene ne nan eti obra o de ne ko no o yedu jumapo balia ho no mo no police barrier ho no mo yedu na akwaran ne chese o ma hu se ye gina ka bebre ye gina okwan ni te ho ape eno mo susu sane no eno mo se yi akwaran no eto fom wo ho eti obi donfo bi a ono susu ekopa ni pa bi e kopi akwaran so ana chese ofa akwaran no ana ode ne ba so me bi e ben no kwan no ode ne ba obebusa wom no mo se o minimo no te ho na akwaran no bo mi din se ne papa ne Paul na ne papa no wati agona ba gesa so na tiwo te ho na bra Isaac no amde akwaran ja no ka se oh Paul di minimo no te ho na Isaac di abofra no ede ne bre me wo fie sa ta no so na me wo mule ana mo frɛ me a be no nwotwe ne fa no dimlika me bae no ti me bae
Abzafonti we ye ayowura Paul ena na wo cheche ne nsemu na ne ba ma ko so no a wadi mfie nwotwe no ani pa bi kwoche ne kwose dan ne mu no ono so echeche ne nsemu sei e de kire ye Abziana ke ye hwese akwala no a womo eche no ede ne kwose da no motu no mu no na ke ye hwese nkoma on nsempwefo di ye benya bi ede amamose ye no mo kase ye se aposifo atran ye kese a ewo apoe mantamu kufodua eno matebiri asem no ede ekwa wo masomu eye mfifimu aye hwehwemu ede afan ye sembo sasemi ye ni ede echiri bi frato bia no ye mfa enkamemu ye gina we so na enwumre nsemu a ye baba no de besom no ye de mosia sei na ya sore amadwumadi aka atwa so mede ede na ya abo mali bia bogasda enkoma eye David Chane azuka no mu a omo eta mechi anwumre ma ba bia wo bia no itibi ba ye ababesom wo akosia so mu na keka ne masie ne ede ema me ye 74 penny ene yewura asante ye boa Benedict medin ede na ya abo mali bia bogabia fo anwumre ya da mase ama monity a enyado